Stakeholders told the committee at Katima Mulilo on Monday that school-age mothers leave their babies with elderly parents when they return to school. Katima Mulilo State Hospital Medical Officer Dr. Juliana Sanandwa said malnutrition is the leading cause of death among young children in the region.
Like recently, I had a case in my ward where I had a 1-month-old female baby who was born to a 20-year-old mother. But because of certain circumstances, I think she was never at home, according to the family, what they were saying. She was always away. She would drop the babies with her grandmother, and the grandmother is also occupied trying to make a business here and there, so she also leaves the babies. And the father of the baby also, he was recently admitted because he was a drug addict, so he ended up having drug-induced psychotic disorders. So unfortunately, we really tried. We ended up trying to stabilize the patient to the extent whereby she also needed blood transfusion. But we've noticed that I think they also lack awareness. The mothers lack awareness. You find out the baby today, she's fine. Tomorrow, the baby's condition goes down. She was always up and down to the extent where you have to involve GOtv. But unfortunately, we lost the baby. The baby died. Yeah, so it's really, it's a challenge that we're really facing.
The acting education director of the Zambezi region, Elvis Liwakala, said most residents are starving while many learners are malnourished. Liwakala said secondary learners also need the feeding program like primary school learners. According to Liwakala, the feeding program has been stopped because of the maize and protein shortages. However, Liwakala said the target is to feed about 30,000 school-going learners this year.
As soon as that program is not running like currently now, if the maize blend is not there, we can see a hike now in absenteeism for our learners. Because some of them come because of that porridge that they come to eat at the school. Now that we don't have the maize blend, at home, you are sleeping on an empty stomach, and now you have to come to school again if that porridge is not there. Then they would rather opt to stay at home. But once we have that porridge there, it helps us again with our attendance.
After the meeting, the committee's chairperson, Dr. Becky Njode Ojo, told the media that stakeholders presented statistics on malnutrition, outlined current efforts, and how parliamentarians could take this matter to the legislature.
We are very excited about what should come out because it's a very sad situation that we have to tackle head on to make sure that our children need not die of malnutrition. But the issue is going back to the land and producing agricultural produce in such a way that we don't have to import the maize from neighboring countries in order to feed our children with.
The committee is conducting regional consultative meetings and familiarization visits to state hospitals on malnutrition in the Zambezi, Kavango East, Kavango West, and Ohangwena regions.